So I was watching a video of a girl talking about what it is to be dating over 40, right? And, I kind of have mixed feelings about it, right? And I'll tell you why. So most people want to find a significant somebody to settle down with and, some potentially start a family, right? Until you get there and you've done all of those things. So all the women who are not married, a lot of them fantasize about what it is to be married and to be in a marriage and have a husband. And the ones who are actually married and who actually know what it's like fantasize about being single and what that could potentially look like. So what I want to say is that if you have got to 40 years old and you're not married, yeah, and you haven't settled in with somebody in a long-term partnership, yeah, you by this age, you've already figured out all the things that you love, all the things that make you happy. Continue to do those things and live your life to the fullest. Don't waste all the remaining energy that you have out of boredom reinvesting that energy back into trying to find a man, because a lot of the ones that are still single in their 40s, yeah, are still single because they're not up to par, love. Yeah, that you're not finding the cream of the crop. You get me? And a lot of the ones that are already, committed and married, yeah, a good percentage of those ones also, yeah, aren't worth their salt. Yeah, I know a lot of women of every nationality that are not happy in their marriages. And some of those women are looking forward to a day when their kids are grown and they get to, live out their fantasy life that doesn't include the bloke that they're married to now. And that's the reality. Yeah. So what I want to say to the women not the single women who are still looking, go out, live your life, do all the things that make you feel good. That's for you. What I want to say to all the married women is when you're married, a lot of the women take on most of the heavy duty jobs, all the grunt work that the men don't know how to do or don't want to do. So maybe they're the main breadwinner. Maybe they go out and they make all the money and you're cooking and you're cleaning and you're taking care of the kids and you're making the lunch boxes and you're doing the homework. And, I don't know, you could be doing a whole host of things. And in this society, in this culture, because in the Middle East, most of the women, a lot of the women, not all, yeah, are stay-at-home mums. Right. But in this society, most of the women also do all of those things. And they also go out and they have a fucking 40+ hour a week job as well. So they're doing everything. So what happens to those women is when those women are being pulled in so many different directions and they're trying to make sure that their kids' lunchboxes are done, the school uniform is ready, the clothes are clean, the house is clean, the food is cooked, right? The bills are being paid on time. They're organizing, acting as secretary or whatever the fuck, right? They're wearing all these different hats and taking on all these various different roles. The first thing that they do is they neglect themselves in order to spread themselves across all of these different aspects in all of these different tasks to be accomplished. Something has to give, and the first thing that they do is they neglect themselves. So when a woman neglects herself, she neglects her health, she neglects her looks, she neglects all the various different things. Maybe she's not taking care of how she dresses. Maybe she's not putting makeup on if that's something that she likes to do. Maybe she's not, she's got health issues or dental issues, or she's not getting her hair done, or I don't know. It could be a variety of different things. It could be all those fucking things. It could be all those fucking things. What happens is the man doesn't step up and say, hey, look, I can see my wife is taking on all these different tasks and she's begun to neglect herself, I feel like I need to take on more tasks in order to make sure that she's good. A man will never ever do that. And when they do, even if you have the conversation, you say, hey, I need you to take on more tasks, they will do that in a very limited capacity and reluctantly. Yeah. So you neglect yourself. And when you neglect yourself, what happens is your bloke sees that you're neglecting yourself. And I'm not going to say he's going to go off with a woman who's better looking than you or a woman who's younger than you. All of those things are true and possible. They go with any other woman who makes them feel good about themselves, even if even if she's ugly, even if she's fat, even if she's got the fucking 6-inch gap between her teeth, even if she's the most busted bitch, even if she's just whatever, not intelligent, even whatever it is. She could be the fucking nastiest motherfucker you've ever seen in your fucking life, and it will not be a comparison to you. What it will be is somebody who says yes. So when you see older men later on who've been married for a long time and they cheat on their wives with a younger woman, it's not because she was more attractive than the wife or she had, what it is when it's an older man with a younger woman, most often it's because the younger woman hasn't figured herself out enough yet to have boundaries. So she's more likely to say yes to things that an older person will be like, no, bitch, we're not fucking doing that. We're not having any of that. So they go for women who just easy to say yes. So if you neglect yourself in service of others, you yourself will lose. Right? So my advice to the married women is take care of yourself. Take care of your hair, take care of your nails, take care of your health, take care of your beauty stuff, make your own money, never put yourself in a position where you are at the mercy of a man, because I guarantee you, the minute that you let your guard down, these motherfuckers will turn around and try to use it against you. Never let go of your money. Yeah, unless you're married to a multi-millionaire and you have something in writing that says if he cheats or he lies or he fucking dies or whatever the fuck happens to that bitch, you get something. If you're married to a regular fucking Joe, right, never let your guard down. Always maintain your own income and make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. Because the minute you start to neglect yourself, he'll be popping off with the next bitch, right? And you'll be wondering what the fuck you did wrong. And it's that you neglected yourself and you shouldn't have. Why shouldn't you neglect yourself? Because if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not really going to be in a very good position to take care of others. And whoever is not happy with you taking care of yourself and your needs is not an advocate for you. And whoever cannot cope with handling additional tasks in order for you to have the additional time to take care of yourself, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. You don't need that shit. You take care of yourself first, girl. First and foremost. And whoever doesn't like it can go fuck themselves. And that's my advice to the married women. Don't ever neglect yourself for a man. Take care of yourself first and let him burn out and die early.